All right, guys, we have fractions are hard. So we have two targets, well, more than that, but we have two ranges, 40 yards and 85 yards. This one we need to pay attention to because you got no dialing. So lock our turret, or I do, so I know not to touch it. No dialing, parallax magnification can be adjusted. Thank goodness, because when you're going from 40 to 85 with this rimfire stuff, you do need it. So on the start signal, build a prone position, engage targets in the following order. So you got a KOL rack with 3/4, half, and a 1/4 inch target on it. And then you have a far target, 85 yards with 1.5 inch target on it. So on the start signal, you'll build a prone position, engage targets in the 3/4, so that's the largest one on the KOL rack. You'll see my KOL rack out there. It has 4 targets on it. We're just not shooting the biggest one. I don't feel like taking it off. And then you'll go to the far one, then you go back to the next smallest one, go to the far one, go back to the next smallest one, and then repeat the sequence. So then you go from the 1/4 inch back over to that third one to the 3/4 inch, and then go far, near, far, you know, getting smaller. So just making sure we're on that, not dialing, only parallax. So what I'm gonna do with this one is dial for the far target because there's wind out there. So then I can just know I'm on target, hold over my 3/4, whatever it is. Was it 85 yards? 3/10 probably. So I'll just hold over for that. And then at the close one, I'll just hold under, if that makes sense, and I'll show you here. You can be kind of a little cheeky with this, a little tricky. Because let's take a look here, guys. So, for example, if we're at a match and you have your RO, right? Let's say I forget, so I'm supposed to hold here, right? Hold under 2.2 or 1.2. Okay, so that's right there. Okay. Let's say for some reason in the rush of things, I forget and I go boom, right there. Well, look at that 1.2. If I have a good wind call, I'm still going to hit that target. It's going to go spinning. They're going to call impact, right? It's a little cheeky, but they're not going to not call an impact. You hit a 1/4 inch stem, wrong elevation, but you did hit it. Who's going to call you out on that? Unless you're like aiming at this right here. That right there, obviously, that's not correct. That's cheating. But I'm aiming here. I hit 1.2 up. I hit that 1/4 inch stem. They're not going to be able to tell. It's not right, but who's going to call you out? Correct me if I'm wrong. Have a debate, whatever, but if you did forget, you're going to hit that stem. Just saying, it's not correct. You need to hold here, but it could happen. And there's no way to correct it unless you have like that bug hole target. That one's pretty cool. That's just a bunch of holes. Then that's the only way to kind of prevent it. But, or if you got like a plate to guard or something up there, but with this kind of KOL, that's all we got. So we're gonna hopefully do it correct and not get in a rush and forget, but large, yeah, all that stuff. So let's get it going here. 2 minutes, oops, ready. Nope, let's get a mag. And bag in hand, let's go. So starting at the close one, remember we need to hold over. So right there, and then we can adjust parallax. Let's make sure we're level. 3/10 of wind probably. 2/10 of wind, okay? And see I'm not rushing too much because I'm doing holdovers. I don't need to take time to dial. And back out here. Then here. And then from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I don't know. Should be all right. Go back out here. Then here. then back in. There you go.
30 seconds.
So I'm just making sure I was on the right round count. Yep. So that's the way it should be shot, right? But, oops. But for example, let's say, turn that off. Like I was saying at the beginning, if I'm aiming, if I go and I'm dialed for the far target out there, right? If I go and I hold here, I hit that, right? But if we stop here, look where that is, that impact right there, okay? That's where I held. You can see up here on the stem, that's where that impact was. But that thing spun. So you're gonna tell me they're not gonna call that an impact? It's hard to prevent, unless you put a guard up or something, but there is that. So, yeah, there's that stage. Hopefully your RO or your match director has a better KYL so to help prevent that. But it's just me and my range, so that's what we got. But yeah, just a thought.